Hey, y'all, we are back. We had a few days off there. We had a lot going on last week. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who took part in our Riley's charity drive. What an amazing event that was. What a huge success, and all due to you folks out there. It was incredible, man. It really was. But in the meantime, we were run very, very thin. Trenton had 1,000 things going on last week, trying to get everything ready for that charity. Plus, we had the trip to Westward, which was fantastic.
It was.
Plus, Trenton was out super late most every night. So now
I blame Kent.
I would blame Kent as well.
I blame Kent.
No, I just don't think he can hang with the old dogs. I just don't think so.
Dude, Kent and Caleb are just built different, dude. They're absolute animals. I don't know.
They are. Not me, man. No, not me.
Well, first off, I'm currently very sick. I'm clammy. I have an ear infection. I can't hear much. I'm very stuffed up. I can like halfway hear what you're saying.
Is that right?
So, yeah, it's bad.
So it's like the old Peanuts, the wah, 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 wah.
The old what?
The old Peanuts, the old show. You know?
Charlie Brown.
Peanuts.
Come on, Trent.
I can't hear. I heard that differently than peanuts, man.
Negative. I would not have said that other word. I wouldn't have done that.
Okay.
No, you know better than that.
I'm gonna do my best. I've been sleeping for most of the day. I'm very tired. So
You'll be all right.
so that we don't skip another video like we did on Monday.
No, we just couldn't. It just didn't happen. And we had to record every video last week, the Sunday before.
Yeah.
Just so we had to get those out, and there was just no way to get Mondays out. So we apologize for that, but we're back on regular schedule. Thank you for Trenton making the effort to come down here and not making me do this all by myself. So thank you.
What do they say? We missed the video on Monday. The distance makes the heart grow fond, or whatever.
Well, there you go.
Welcome back, everyone. Yeah.
We're going to wake you up here real quick, buddy, because you were able to pick the brand new Coy Hill release from Jack Daniels for 2024. I personally... You ready for this?
Yes.
Super excited for this one. Yes.
Why is that?
Because of the proof point. This one isn't a hazmat. Thank you, Jack Daniels. Thank you. The other one was plus 140 proof last year. This one, Trenton, 127.2.
It's interesting because...
Still high, but palatable for me.
When I think of Coy Hill, I do think of the hazmat. I just think that the one, you have one, I have one from like 2022
what was that?
or 2021?
22,
No, it's 2021.
What's it now?
Mine's 145 proof. It's the highest single barrel for the Coy Hill that I've ever seen. I don't know which one you have. I think it's 142. I know that they did a little release in the 375s at a distillery only, I think, and that was also like hazmat.
Okay.
So I think they're just like... Coy Hill's hyped up. When you hear Coy Hill, you're like, oh, yeah, these go for like $600-800 on secondary, and they've maintained that for several years.
Yeah.
Do I think that the one I have is worth that much on secondary market? No.
No.
But we'll see how this one is.
I'm looking forward to it because it truly, when Trent was putting all the gizmos back together here from traveling, and I was pouring the glasses, it was smelling awfully good. Bam, right out of the gate, man. Right out of the gate. A little bit of info, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
80% corn, 12% rye. 8% malted barley. Okay.
Oh.
80% corn, pretty high corn.
Yeah.
Not age stated, but rumored to be 10 or 11 years.
It does say the barrel entry date on here.
Does it?
9/4/13, and it was bottled on 8/6/24. Okay. So this is
that's about what I said.
11 year.
All right.
Right.
Awesome. Perfect.
Almost an 11 year.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's just a little
bit. I
bit.
can't do math on the
That's
spot.
all we got. That's all we got for you. But more importantly, welcome home.
Thank you. I feel like they should do a bourbon finished in some kind of Vicks barrel to kind of help the. I'm hoping this helps my congestion a little bit.
I'm sure you haven't had anything to drink yesterday.
No.
Did you have anything to drink on the way home on the plane?
No.
Me
Heck
either.
No. I heard Kent had a couple. Caleb had a couple beers, and Kent had a. But I was out with Kent.
Caleb had some. Kent only had. Now I'm sure they only had Bloody Marys, but Caleb followed up with a beer chaser of some sort over there. I don't know what he's got up with there, but something like that. Not me, man. I took a few days off.
I just don't get it. We were out with Kent until about 1 a.m. They had to get up at 4 for a flight, so that
they didn't quite make it. They had to get woke up.
Yeah, they did. That's a whole other story.
All right, buddy. I mean, just lovely.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm coming from a different perspective here. because my nose is.
I've got some deeply buttered brown sugar. You know, brown sugar, like in a frying pan with butter.
Okay. I'm going to let you do most of the notes for this video just because of the fact that whatever I'm smelling right now is not great.
What do you think? Just you know, I know you're not feeling well, but let's just try to.
I really just get, I don't want to say not great. I really just get like ethanol. Whatever's
Really?
passing
Okay.
through my sinus blockage.
Maybe
is
it's
really
helping
just,
you.
I'm hoping.
There's some heat there.
It smells hot.
It's packing some proof. There's no question about it. There's some alcohol in there.
I can like taste the vapor when I'm breathing it in.
Well, that's probably good for you. But I truly get a real lovely brown sugar note in there. A touch of molasses. It's more of the sweetness. Caramel, brown sugar.
I can get a sweetness, but again, I'm sick. So all I get is like a sweet ethanol thing.
This is kind of weird, man. This is kind of like what you do. I'm kind of branching out because you're not quite able to. How's it feel not to smell very proper?
Sucks.
Sucks, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It does. I have an excuse, but we won't talk about that.
Am I supposed to drink on Sudafed? Probably not.
Well, you might sleep good when you get home.
It's fine. Coy Hill plus Sudafed plus
You have
NyQuil.
to ask your mom. She's right over there.
Can you Google that?
She knows the
You shouldn't drink with any medication.
I knew she'd be.
Any?
No. Why would that be a thing?
Some people want to live it up. No, don't do that. Don't take my advice. Nobody should ever take anything that I say as advice, ever.
Probably not.
But that's
I'm
probably
the biggest moron you'll
that's
ever
probably
meet.
the best advice you've ever given.
It is.
Probably
It
is. All right. Well, the only other thing I get, it's slight. There's a tiny bit of earthiness, but it's more on an umami side of earthiness, like a cooked down mushroom. You know how you put the mushrooms in the pan and you cook it down a little bit? It's almost like that to me.
Okay, that's interesting because I was getting a little bit of a soy, almost like a cream corn note.
Okay, soy. I can go that direction a little bit.
I'm getting so much of the corn on the nose from this.
Okay.
That it's really just like I'm smelling cream corn. Like
okay. I can
Japanese
understand.
riff on cream corn.
Literally, there's some of the stuff I can get what you're saying, but I can literally come up with the corn. You know, a little bit of sweet corn in there too.
It's almost making me gag because it's like so corny.
No.
Like it smells like corn water. Like the kid with the big lump with knobs.
No.
You see that kid? Did you see that kid at the fair? He just loves the corn.
You did.
I did?
Saw that.
Yeah, the big lump with knobs kid. Yeah, Kyle, put that up there.
A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It's cold.
If you put it up there, I'll probably remember.
All right,
Top of my
cheers.
head, I
Here,
don't.
we'll see if this helps.
That's a little hot.
That'll wake that is hot.
It's a little hot.
That'll wake your
But-
sinuses up.
Once again, I'll say it's palatable for me. Most Jack Daniels in the higher proofs, a little bit proofy. It drinks its proof.
Yeah, every
Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Yeah, one of those.
Jack Dingle?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. That one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Jack Daniels single barrel proof.
All the
Drinks its proof. Every one you get, in my opinion. Still good, but it drinks hot.
I feel like every single one of their products do. And maybe you just said that and I just, like, I wasn't tuning it out. I just didn't hear you right.
Yeah.
Anytime I get any Jack product, whether it's like the 2020 barrel proof rye,
Right.
or their barrel proof rye single barrels,
Correct.
or like anything,
Correct.
it's not like, oh, this doesn't drink
Yeah.
its proof, like maybe Elijah Craig sometimes.
Anything that's not proof down
Yeah.
is pretty hot.
Boy, that just, punches
There's
you
no
right
doubt
in.
about it. But it's palatable. First sip. That's first sip in several days. So,
Oh, I think
we'll try
it's
again.
breaking some stuff up in my
well, good.
sternum here.
Well, good.
I should have asked my doctor if I could drink on whatever I was taking today. I can actually taste it. Not as well as I usually would, but
Sure.
I
That's
don't get
understandable, buddy.
I don't get the cream corn or like any of that soy umami stuff on the palate.
No, it's dark brown sugar.
It is.
Yeah. It's dark brown sugar, a little bit of molasses. No,
Pretty oaky, I think.
it's a little bit oaky. I'll give her that too. I'm wavering on toffee note. Maybe, maybe not. Definitely that heavy brown sugar. Definitely some oak. No doubt about that. But, you're, 11 year old whiskey, so.
I honestly think that this is hitting already because, like, my head's starting to feel something. I've had 2 pieces of toast today, and that's it. So, probably should have eaten a little bit of something else.
Hit you.
Yeah.
I will say that there's a tiny bit of barrel tannins, middle of the back. It condenses, it gets a tiny bit bitter. Nothing offensive at all there for me.
Again, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I don't get much of this like a sweetness. It's more like a dark, bittery sweetness if from what I'm tasting right now.
I would argue that it's somewhat sweet,
okay,
but I wouldn't say it's overly sweet.
Okay.
I do think it's somewhat sweet.
From what I remember of the Coy Hill that I have, it was it was 13 proof higher. No, what's the math there? 18 proof higher. So it definitely could knock over a horse. It's pretty proofy.
Yes,
that one was so much more viscous and had this really nice like grape taffy, or this like grapiness to it that was really up front. I don't drink that one too often because it is 145 proof. Mm-hmm. You do I don't drink it over ice or anything. I don't put water in it or anything. So it's like when I do drink it, it's very, very few and far between. I probably have like this much out of mine.
Honestly, when I drink mine, I put it over a block of ice.
Do you? Oh, you have more out of yours than I do mine.
Yeah, some people like to try it when they come down, which I'm all for that.
Cool experience.
But when I do have a little sip of it now and then, it's over a block of ice. I don't do it neat. I don't.
Okay.
This one here, I would agree with you that one I remember to be a little bit more viscous, but I don't think this is thin either. I don't think that. It's got some meat and potatoes to it. I do feel though middle to back palate, that's the only knock I can personally give it. There is some bitterness. There's some barrel tannins there that's going on there that's kind of getting a tiny bit bitter. But SRP on this one trends like $80. So let's talk about cost to value.
Another win from Jack Daniel's, not kind of coming onto the hype of, we have this limited release. Coy Hill was already incredibly successful, and I can only imagine that they saw the data for like secondary market, and they're like, we're just going to keep this at our normal release. Where now you have so many different releases coming out that are like, we're going to bump the price up 100%, like Midwinter Night's Dream, for example, it's almost $200 now.
Wow.
But this, $80.
$80. I think it's well worth $80.
Yeah.
On that last sip, Trenton, I did get a little bit more of the umami notes that I was speaking of, possible light soy, something like that, and then a little bit of sweetness, but middle of the back, it's a little bitter.
Yeah.
Lends to a little bit of the complexity of the sip, maybe. But overall, I think it's darn good for $80.
Now, is it like top 10 of the year or top 5 of the year?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say so either.
Would it make it on an allocated list for 2024, top 5? I don't know. I couldn't even say that if it will or not.
We have Monday. I actually just got this today. I was sleeping most of the day. I kept hearing knocks on my door, but I didn't get up to answer it. But I went outside and I had like 11 packages. One of them was this bottle that we're going to be reviewing for Monday, one of the more highly anticipated releases of the year. It's not BTAC, it's not Pappy, nothing like that.
I don't know what that is either.
So stay tuned for Monday, because that might just end up on top
maybe
5 allocated.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd put $10 on the bar top to say this wouldn't make top 5 allocated, because it definitely would be in the allocated list.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put in anything but allocated, so
I'm with you on that one.
I think it's pretty good though. But cost to value, $80. I think it's worth that for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right, that's all we got for today. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate you. Thanks for Trent coming down here and kind of spend a little bit of time with us, even though he's a little bit under the weather. He'll go back home and get tucked back under the blankie, and he'll be fine.
I sure will. Right. Hopefully by Friday, I'm better for our blind.
Yeah. Well, we got another day or two before we have to do that one, so hopefully it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right, guys, always we ask you to please drink responsibly. See you next time right down here with Trent and me in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.